Welcome into Carmichael Gym here on the campus of NC State University as we cover the NC State Wolfpack Club men's basketball taking on the Duke Blue Devils from Durham, North Carolina. I'm Chris Lehman alongside Michael McLam. It's going to be a good one today, Michael.
Yes, it will. We'd like to see the first game of the season here between the Wolfpack and the Devils.
And McCaskey for NC State wins the tip. He gives it to Louthan. Louthan over to Nick Lennox. Lennox takes the shot, that one off the back rim. Rebound brought down though by Louthan. He's got it now right wing, he'll take a three. That one off the front iron and Duke brings it down. They'll bring it back in the form of Larry Adisa. Adisa across the timeline. Now over to Moses. Moses shot off the back rim on the top of the backboard and taken down by NC State. Austin Louthan brings it across the timeline for NC State. They swing it across. Holding on to it now, left wing, down into the paint, laid up and in. And NC State takes a 2-0 lead right off the bat.
Both teams not really wasting much time trying to score quickly.
Now with it, McPartland, Brian McPartland, he gives it back up to Ruben Moses. He turns it over, NC State brings it right back. Fast break, jam! And NC State extends their lead. Duke bringing it now back up the court. Turnaround jumper off the front iron and in. And Duke gets on the board. Nate Edenfield hits that basket. And Michael, very fast paced thus far.
Yeah, both teams, they like to push it. They're not wasting much time trying to get it inside.
And that's an and one for Tanner McCaskey. A great basket that he is fouled. Nate Edenfield with the foul. And McCaskey will go to the line for one. That one misses off the back iron, taken down by Nate Edenfield, but ripped away by Nick Lennox, and he lays it up in there.
Great play there. And that seems to be the MO here. Club basketball teams, you see the fast pace, and you're seeing it early here.
Edenfield grabs down the rebound off the shot from Brian McPartland. He lays it up and in for his 4th points of the game. As it's brought back across by Louthan. He gives it out to Lennox. Drops it off on the right wing. NC State will slow it down. Oh, behind the back pass, great pass, top of the key for Lennox. Nick Lennox drives down off the glass and it hits the front iron and misses. Bounced around and in, and now Duke will bring in some subs. It looks like it will be Jeremy Schreck, Justin Elliott coming in for the Blue Devils.
NC State really doing a good job off the offensive boards, really getting inside and getting those rebounds.
And now Louthan with it again. Austin Louthan lays it off. Now McCaskey, he'll take a deep two off the front iron. That one misses and it's brought down, and they will bring it back up. Jeremy Schreck. 3-pointer from the Blue Devils. That one misses. Andrzejewski on that shot.
Gotta take better care of the ball there. Sloppy play.
And it will be NC State ball. A good play there by Nick Lennox. Knocks the ball off of Brian McPartland, and NC State takes the ball back. 16.5 minutes left in this first half. NC State an 8-4 lead. Now into the game for NC State, number 18, Spencer Clark. And a foul on the Blue Devils as Louthan will go to the line. It's going to be a foul on Brian McPartland.
State seems to know what their advantage is. They definitely have the height advantage and the size over the Blue Devils, and they're really taking it to them inside so far.
Austin Louthan out right wing up to the top of the key. Owning it there, guarded by Justin Elliott, one of the Blue Devils who just came in. Step back, 3-pointer, no good. Brought down though by the Wolfpack. That's Spencer Clark. Grabs his own rebound and he picks up 2 points.
There you have it again, the Wolfpack getting the 2nd and 3rd opportunities and able to convert.
A deep 3 from the Blue Devils. That one rims out, but a loose ball picked up by the Blue Devils again, and that one goes down. Number 20, Justin Elliott. The Pack bring the ball back up the floor. Nick Lennox Left wing down to McCaskey. McCaskey back to Lennox. Swung across for Clark. Clark top of the key. Leaves it for Lennox. Driving now off to McCaskey. Another deep two. That one off the front iron. Justin Elliott bringing it up the court. He goes down on the side. That is Jeremy Schreck. Now back to Nate Edenfield. Edenfield to Schreck again. He's going to go up free throw line. Holds and leaves it for Elliott. Elliott drives, leaves it now for Edenfield. Edenfield down the baseline. There's going to be a foul on McCaskey, and he looks a little bit shaken up there.
Still very good defense there by the Wolfpack. Wolfpack not allowing Duke to get inside, not allowing anything easy.
That foul was on McCaskey. Big subs here for NC State. Chase Johnson will come in, as well as Anthony Ellis. Jonathan Napper also in for the Pack. Nate Edenfield to inbound on the baseline for Duke. He gives it off to Schreck, fade away, hits the two-pointer, and Duke's pulled back within 4. Napper from the baseline off the front of the rim, taken down by Edenfield and brought back up by Duke. Deep 2 air ball taken down by NC State. That shot from Andrzejewski. Fast break, NC State and 1. And NC State will go to the line again. (10-8) Wolfpack right now. Edenfield will step out. He picked up his second foul. NC State on the line, 12-8 to score. And that one rims in. 13-13 left in the first half. NC State leading 13-8. Andrzejewski with it. He leaves it for Schreck. Now across for Molthrop. Molthrop leaves it now for Elliott. Elliott gives it back to Schreck. He's going to drive, lay one up and over the NC State player, but it's taken back down off the rebound, and the Pack will bring it back up.
Very even play so far we're seeing here. NC State has the slight advantage, taking it inside.
Deep 3 from Chase Johnson off the back of the rim. Rebound taken down by NC State. Jonathan Napper loses it though, and the Blue Devils bring it back. Molthrop leaves it for Andrzejewski. Back to Molthrop. Baseline 3 off the front rim. Rebounded by NC State. The pass is thrown away by Chase Johnson. Not a good pass there, Mike.
No, it was not. Trying to rush it down floor, trying to get a big 3 off the transition, but it just wasn't there. You got to take care of better care of the ball there.
Justin Elliott brings it across the timeline for the Blue Devils as they set up their offense. He's got a pick from Andrzejewski. Not going to use it though. Elliott, floater, drains it, and Elliott has 4 points. 13-10, Wolfpack, 3 from Napper. That one rims out. Rebound taken down by NC State.
Oh, nice.
They lay it up and in.
Beautiful. Able to get the rebound and come back inside in the wraparound. Great play.
Brought back up by Duke. Spin move, laid up and in. And the Blue Devils keeping pace with NC State right now. That was Cannon Duke taking up his first points of the game. Anthony Ellis has it poked away by Elliott. The hustle down the floor, over and back, and it will be Blue Devil basketball. They're just down by 3 to score 15-12 in favor of NC State. 11-15 left in the first half. Pass over for Andrzejewski on the left wing. He leaves it for Duke. Cannon Duke spin move inside, he's fouled.
NC State really trying to set the tempo early with their up-tempo offense, but Duke, they're taking it. They're right in there with them, holding their ground, and NC State's not going to be able to outrun them yet.
Cannon Duke, 2 shots. First one off the back iron and out. Here's the second. Also off the back iron. Tipped out, taken by Anthony Ellis, but he loses it to Jeremy Schreck. He leaves it for Elliott, top of the key. He's going to drive, lay it up, and that one just misses. Chase Johnson brings it up the floor for NC State. pressured by Shrek. He's going to drive into the lane, lays it up as he falls down off the backboard, loose ball. And the referees talk about it. It looks like it will be Blue Devil basketball. High pressure from NC State thus far, Michael. That's what they're looking for.
Yeah, it is. Oh, great play there on the sideline.
Laid up and in, Chris Moulthrop. Duke has cut it to 1.
I'd really like to see NC State come down here, run a play, set something up instead of their ML, and here they're going again. They're shooting right off the bat. They keep going right at it, and I think the strategy's not really working right now.
Andrew Juski, top of the key. He leaves it for Elliott. Left over for Moulthrop. Elliott, Andrew Juski from the wing. Three-pointer good, and Duke has their first lead of the game. 9:20 left in the first half. 17-15 Blue Devils.
And that's where Duke's really doing a better job thus far. They're coming down, they're getting good shots. NC State seems to be rushing and not really getting the right shot.
Johnson with it. Chase Johnson leaves it for Napper. He'll take a three, looking to respond, and he does. Three-pointer from Napper. Jonathan Napper, his first points of the game, put the Wolfpack back up 18-17. Just under 9 minutes left in this first half. Andrew Juski inside for Cannon Duke. Is it stolen away by Jonathan Napper? Napper brings it up the floor. He gives it to Ellis. Anthony Ellis will reset. Cross for Chase Johnson. Johnson's three off the front iron. Rebounded by Cannon Duke. He gives it to Elliott. Bring it up the floor. Elliott gives it top of the key to Shrek. Andrew Juski now with it. Right wing. Back to Shrek.
There's a shooter, watch out.
For Moulthrop, and that one's off the iron. Rebounded by NC State, and they'll bring it back. Wide open Johnson on the wing. He hits the three. 2 threes from NC State, and they're back up by 4. 8 minutes left in the first half, 21-17 NC State. Shrek shot off the glass, picked up by Johnson.
See what State here does here. They really got the momentum. We'll see if they can get it.
Chase Johnson drives off the glass. That one misses. It'll be brought back up by Chris Moulthrop. Across the timeline, he leaves it left wing for Andrew Juski. Deep three off the front of the rim, but rebounded by Cannon Duke. Duke steps on the baseline, NC State ball, and it looks like Coach Will Trent for the Blue Devils will call a timeout. It's been very fast-paced thus far, Michael, but both teams showing some positives and negatives.
Yeah, very much so. NC State, if there would be one suggestion I would have, they need to, I like that they're pushing the ball up the floor and getting that fast tempo. They definitely have that advantage over Duke, but they need to not be so sloppy with it. They've had several turnovers off of just careless passes.
And they're starting, it's a new season, first game.
Right.
And you know, they're looking to work out some of the kinks and try some new things. But thus far, like, they responded very well. Duke made a run there, but NC State came right back.
Yes, they did. Hit a couple threes and able to reset their dominance in this game.
Neither team really in foul trouble yet either. Duke with 3 fouls, NC State with 2. And they will inbound on the baseline. It'll be number 18, Spencer Clark. He gives it to Austin Louthan, who will bring it up for the Wolfpack. Louthan gives it left wing to Patrick Domville. Over to number 81, Graham Reynolds, back to Austin Louthan. NC State working the ball around, and they step on the end line. And it will be Duke ball.
Tough play there, tough play. Can't go down the baseline looking for a pass when you're jumping up in the air. That's 101. You get caught up in the air and there's a turnover waiting to happen.
Duke brings it down the floor. Andrew Juski for 3. Rolls off the rim, brought down by NC State. And they'll bring it up quickly. Here they come. Laid up and off the glass. That one misses. A shot from Graham Reynolds. Thrown cross court by the Blue Devils. Andrew Juski open 3 off the front rim, brought down by Spencer Clark. Or excuse me, Graham Reynolds. Reynolds will give it over to Domville. Now top of the key, Louthan
Good
over to
shot there.
Froome, three-pointer off point. And the Blue Devils bring it back. Larry Acita, he's fouled on the layup. It misses, but he'll go to the line. That foul was on number 18, I believe, Spencer Clark. Sometimes tough for these referees to know the numbers, though, Michael, as that one's knocked down by Adisa. But NC State, their uniforms aren't in yet, so you see them in the intramural uniforms that usually the regular students wear.
Right. We want to assure our Wolfpack viewers back home that the uniforms are coming. They're not going to be playing in these all season long. We take care of our club teams for sure.
Austin Louthan drives, pulls up, his layup just misses. Brought back down by Thomas Fitzpatrick for the Blue Devils. He leaves it right wing, air ball from Ruben Moses, loose ball. Looks like it was last touched by the Blue Devils, so NC State will take it back. 5:05 remaining first half, a tight one right now. NC State leading 21-19.
Yeah, and since that last timeout, both teams really struggling to score. We've seen a lot better defense on both sides and tighten things up on that side of the floor.
Domville with it, he gives it to Froome. Froome right wing, picks up his dribble, leaves it for Reynolds, back out to Domville, the three open, and he nails it.
Great play there, able to work it inside and then find the open man on the wing and hit the three.
NC State shooting well outside right now. They now lead 24-19 over Duke. 4.5 minutes left. The turnaround jumper missed.
They got numbers.
Well, pass for Domville. He'll pull it out.
Wise decision there.
Domville looking for Spencer Clark. Can't find him. Larry Acita comes up with it for the Blue Devils. Duke driving now. That's number 14, Thomas Fitzpatrick. He leaves it for Moses. Ruben Moses gives it inside. Now back out to Acita. 4 minutes left in the half. Duke looking for something. Stolen away by John Froome. Looking for
there you
Domville.
go again. Got to be more careful with the ball.
Driving, and that one's missed. That's Fitzpatrick taken back, though, by Muruganunda. He brings down the rebound. Three ball from Fitzpatrick is good. And timeout taken by Ben Simmons, the player coach for the Wolfpack, as Duke has once again cut down this lead. 3:35 remaining, NC State leads 24-22.
That was a wise timeout right there. Duke had 2 or 3 offensive rebounds right there when off of clearly balls that NC State should have had, just not really boxing out, not doing their jobs off the boards. And this game's stayed tight. NC State looks to be the better team, but Duke's hanging in there.
And like you've been saying, NC State pushing the floor, which is a good thing, but they're looking at those long passes through traffic, and it's not really working right now.
You're absolutely right. And I mean, I do believe they should be pressing, and they should be the up-tempo. They definitely have that advantage. They've got the speed over Duke, but they have to be more careful in handling the ball and as you said, not passing it in traffic and really hitting the open man. I like what they were doing at the end there, getting it inside and then able to hit the man on the wing and get those threes.
Once again, 3:35 remaining first half. NC State leads 24-22, and I got a chance to talk to Ben Simmons, the player coach, tonight for this Wolfpack squad, and he said they were going to try and push the tempo. It's the first game, so he's still trying to feel his team out a little bit, and you can certainly see that. As NC State brings it down, Nick Lennox turnaround, lays it up off the glass and in.
It's a great post move right there.
Quickly down the court, pass, having trouble handling it is Ruben Moses, but he'll bring it down in the corner. Back up to the top, Adisa, over to Ruben, and he hits the three. Score back down to 1, the lead for NC State, 26-25. That shot from Napper, the 3-ball offline, taken down by Froome. He gives it out to Clark. Clark at the free throw line, back to Froome. Across to Napper, top of the key. He's got an open three. He's going to shoot it off the rim. Adisa with it now for the Blue Devils. They bring it up quickly. Pump fake, in they come, and they hit it. Duke with the lead again. Ruben Moses.
Duke's shooting the ball very well thus far. That's what's kept him in the game. NC State's trying to go power inside, but they're not capitalizing so far right now.
And Duke taking smart shots. It's one of the big things that I've seen from Duke, smart shots. NC State, some careless passes and some ill-advised shots are really kind of costing them right now. Napper inbounds it to Froome, Lennox, top of the key. Lennox has his pass tipped away, but he'll pick it back up and drive. Kick back out to Clark. He'll take the three. Off the front rim, brought down by Muruganunda. And the Blue Devils will bring it back up. That's Thomas Fitzpatrick over to Adusa. Ruben Moses gives it inside. Muruganunda, the foul, and he misses the shot, but it will go to the line.
And it's funny, it almost seems like this Duke team plays a lot like the actual varsity Duke team. They're not the most athletic team, but they're good on fundamentals. They're taking the right shots, and that's why they're in this game right now.
And also making those free throws. Muruganunda hits that one. And he'll have one more to extend the Duke lead to 3. And he hits it. Lennox inbounds it. Just about a minute and a half left in this first half. NC State down 29-26 to the Duke Blue Devils here at Carmichael Gymnasium on NC State's campus. Nick Lennox now down on the block. He makes a move, misses the shot, but grabs his own rebound. Outside baseline to Domville. Patrick Domville looking for Clark, has it tipped around. The ball still loose. And it looks like Spencer Clark will come away with it on the baseline. And he's fouled by number 41, Julian Salazar.
They got a little sloppy with it there at the end, but I liked what they were doing before then, trying to get it down low to Lennox. He's really played well on the post thus far and really able to handle it and find the open man when he hasn't had the shot down low.
NC State inbounds. They'll reset top of the key. Screen set by Nick Lennox, driving off the glass. The foul again on Salazar, shooting foul this time, and that will be his second.
To the basket.
NC State approaching the bonus now. 5 team fouls on Duke, only 4 on NC State. First free throw missed, 1:01 remaining. NC State still down 3. One more shot. That one goes.
Oh, nice steal off the inbound.
Stolen by Lennox, and the game's tied. Great play by Nick Lennox.
Yeah, and there we go. They stepped over the line there. NC State bringing the press and feeling the pressure is Duke.
Couple of great plays by Lennox will give NC State a chance here to take the lead back. 55 seconds remaining in the half. Step back, given off to Spencer Clark. Clark at the elbow, he'll go down to the block. His layup misses. It was at last touched by the Blue Devils, and NC State will remain in possession. Coach Will Trent for the Blue Devils calls another timeout. He wants to settle down his team.
Yeah, we saw some pressing there by the NC State Wolfpack there, and able to force 2 turnovers, get 1 basket off of 1, and they've got the possession here. We'll see what happens there, but you like to see that. You definitely have, NC State, I believe, has the advantage there if they can get the pressure turned. They've got a lot more athleticism, a lot more speed.
And so now NC State will inbound the ball on the baseline. To the left of the goal, Patrick Domville, it looks like, will inbound. He's got Nick Lennox, Spencer Clark, and Jonathan Napper out there with him. Inbounded to Napper. Right wing to Clark, and they'll reset. 36 seconds left in the half. The game tied at 29. Domville down low to Clark. Clark makes a move. He's double teamed. It's taken back by the Blue Devils. Ethan Andrzejewski, and it looks like they're going to hold for the last shot. Whoa, the Blue Devils.
Got him on back court
but they're
there.
Calling over and back.
He didn't set his feet before he jumped. He was trying to jump into the front court before the ball came, but he did not step down before he got the ball back court. So NC State's got the last shot now.
And it looks like they'll be putting in Chase Johnson for Spencer Clark. Just under 20 seconds left in the first half. Domville will inbound to Lennox. They'll bring it across the timeline, and NC State will run this down. Chase Johnson entered the game for Clark. It looks like they'll be looking for him. He's pressured, and it's a foul on Duke. That's number 20, Justin Elliott, his first of the game. .9 seconds left, so NC State needs to get a quick shot off. We'll see what kind of play they have set up. Giving into Napper, he takes one dribble, puts up the shot, air ball at the buzzer. It's been a tight one so far, the first half over. Both teams have made some runs, but in the end, the score is tied 29-29 as we head to halftime.
That's right, and NC State, they've looked good, as we said, need to do a little bit better on ball security, make some better decisions in that arena. But we should have a great second half coming forward for you guys.
All right, we'll be right back with a halftime report. This is Wolfpack Sports Television bringing you into the pack. Welcome into this halftime report. Here's NC State's club basketball team takes on the Duke Blue Devils, also a club team, not the Division I team. They're tied right now, 29-29, and Michael, there have been a lot of miscues on the end for NC State.
Yeah, as we mentioned, it's the first part of the season, the first game, so both coaches really trying to see what team they've got and what they're working with for the season. So that's obvious. You're going to see some of that as they try to feel out their squad. And NC State's really suffered there so far. They've tried to get into transition, try to get up-tempo offense, and they've really made some mistakes in the front court trying to get the easy buckets. But let's see if they can get that together. And Duke is really taking advantage of that, wouldn't you say?
That's right. Duke is doing a great job picking up the turnovers and capitalizing on them. And that really seems to be what's keeping Duke in the game.
Yeah, it really does. And I made this comment in the first half. They seem to be kind of like the Mike Krzyzewski team that we know of, that they're not the most athletic team. They're not the team that's going to wow you in that arena, but they take care of the ball. They're taking good shots, and they're hanging in the game.
And this is usually a Duke team that NC State dominates, but right now a close one. What does NC State need to do to fix that and get back on top?
Well, obviously take better care of the ball. That's one. But one suggestion I would have, I really liked at the end, we saw a little bit of pressure on the press there. I think Duke has really struggled with that, and I think they will continue to struggle because, as we've really emphasized, NC State really has the advantage in athleticism and speed, and I really think that they can take advantage of that here.
All right, well, we'll see if NC State can come out on top when we come back for the second half. You're watching Wolfpack Sports Television, bringing you into the pack. Welcome back for the second half of the NC State and Duke club basketball game. The men's team's taking each other on. This is the opening game of the season. I'm Chris Lehman alongside Michael McLam. And Michael, it's been a close one so far.
It has, and we weren't expecting that. We talked with the coaches beforehand, and NC State student coach Jake Lennox was really emphasizing that they've really blown out this team in the past. So we weren't expecting Duke to be in this, but they are.
And we're getting ready to start the second half. NC State won the tip in the first, and there was no jump ball or anything to change the possession arrow. So Duke will get the ball to start the second half. Again, the score tied 29-29 as they will inbound it and bring it now. Duke going left to right on your screen as they begin to set up their offense down low at the block, right up and in, and Duke will take the lead immediately. That was
setting
number
the tone
33,
early.
Duke Cannon.
They're not going to go away.
There'll be a foul, it looks like down low. It's going to be on Duke, or excuse me, NC State. Duke will get the ball.
Offensive foul in the post there on number 21.
And that'll be, it's one of those ones, His front number is 21, but his back number, I believe, is 81. I think that was Lamb Reynolds. Now up the court come the Blue Devils. Now with it, Jeremy Schreck swinging across. The three-pointer off the front of the rim, but taken down by Edenfield, and he'll put it up and in. That first shot coming from number 13, Ade Akunyade. NC State will drive now, and the two shots missing. It's brought back up by Schreck. He'll bring it across the timeline now down to the right wing. Picks up, he leaves it for Edenfield at the free throw line. Back up to the right wing.
3 seconds called on number 33. It's Cannon Duke.
So a mental error. We haven't seen many mental errors from this Duke squad, as you said. Very smart in the way they play.
Yeah, you got a 3-second call there. That's really out of the ordinary, as we've seen so far.
And Will Trent barking at the ref, the coach for the Blue Devils. He wanted an over and back call there on NC State. There'll be a foul on Duke. As you mentioned, when Duke got called for that over and back, he didn't set his feet before he got across the line. The same thing happened there for the NC State player. I believe that was number 4, Chase Johnson. But no over and back call at NC State will be shooting free throws. First one off the back iron.
Yeah, it was a very close call. We'll give the referees the benefit of the doubt.
Second free throw coming for the Wolfpack, looking for their first points of the second half, and that will have it. Duke leading 33-30, 17-35 left in the game. Up come the Blue Devils, pass stolen away, taken by Chase Johnson.
Got numbers here.
Christian Council leaves it off for McCaskey, and they lay it in. Great transition ball from NC State there.
Yeah, that's what they had to do. They had numbers, and they were able to execute it well, find the open man on the 3-2 break.
Now NC State on the defense. Nate Edenfield, it'll be a 2. He stepped on the line, but he misses. It's brought down by Council. Council coming up quickly. He leaves it from McCaskey at the elbow. Down to the baseline, swung all the way across to Chase Johnson. A deep 3, and he hits it! A huge 3 from Chase Johnson, and NC State goes up 35-33.
I don't know how he hit that one. He was deep, and he had a face in his head. I mean, great shot.
Great move by the Blue Devils. The rebound brought down and put in by Cannon Duke. NC State now bringing it up the floor, looking for the charge, no foul. And now we'll get a foul. It looks like it'll be against NC State.
You know, a lot of times you see when a team that's not supposed to stay in a game, you see right out the second half, the dominant team, they come out and they really start to show their dominance, but Duke's still there, and they're not, NC State hasn't pulled away, so we might be seeing a game that'll come down to the wire here.
NC State will inbound. The foul actually on Duke was a push. The 3 from Chase Cannon misses, but a great save by Austin Lennox. Christian Council now top of the key. Left wing Johnson. Johnson's fouled going up by Edenfield. And Edenfield's got to be careful. That's his 3rd. Chase Johnson will get 2 free throws and a chance to put NC State back on top. 15:27 left in the half. And a lot like the intramural games that are played here at NC State, it's a running clock down to the last few minutes. First free throw made, NC State will take the lead. Again, yeah, Chase Johnson on the line.
I think we're gonna see a close one here.
Second one rims out, and it's brought down by Duke, Cannon Duke. Duke up the floor quickly. The shot, though, missed, and NC State will bring it back. Johnson, a 3 from the right wing. Ooh, just rims out. He's been hot from behind the arc. He finds it again. Down low, the foul and the basket. And 1 for Chase Johnson, and he has really stepped up thus far, right, Michael?
Yeah, he's really heating up. He had the shot in the face of a Duke defender and came down the floor. The next possession had a go inside and able to convert on both free throws, and here he is back on the line once again.
Johnson 1 for 2 from the line. NC State with a 3-point lead, 38-35 over Duke. The free throw is good. That's 10 points tonight for Chase Johnson. And he's helped put the Wolfpack on top. Andrzejewski's pump fake. And it looks like Duke will give the ball away as they're starting to get a little bit out of sorts. They're losing their composure a little bit, and we haven't seen that so far.
Yeah, careless pass there, not smart, and as you said, we haven't seen that so far from this Duke team. They've been pretty smart so far.
Christian Council will bring it up the floor. He leaves our Austin Lennox turnaround jumper, air ball. Lennox wants a foul, but he's not going to get it. Up the court, Justin Elliott for the Duke Blue Devils. Top of the key, he leaves it for Larry Adisa. Adisa's going to drive, jump stop, leaves it for Salazar at the free throw line, and he knocks down that shot. Salazar's first points of the game, and Duke is back within 2.
And we seem to see a team will get up by 4, but then it's just shortened right again. Oh, look, here, turnover.
Justin Elliott gets the ball taken away from Austin Lennox. Now the 3 ball from Adisa misses, and flying in, NC State comes down with it.
Both teams really playing physical in the second half as well.
Christian Council down on the baseline, lays it up and in. Council's first points of the second half. He really stood out in the first half.
He did indeed, really able to take it to the rack and have his way inside.
From the block, Salazar gives it down to Moltrup. Moltrup gives it to Andrzejewski. He leaves it for Lennox. Salazar open down low. The lob pass finds him. Adisa driving in now, and he has it blocked away by McCaskey. The 3 from Andrzejewski blocked. And now a wide open 3 off the back iron and taken down by Council. Johnson's open up front, but Council's going to take it himself. He leaves it right wing, knocked down, the 3 ball. Austin Lauthen.
Beautiful shot there.
NC State now 44-37, a 7-point lead. They're starting to open it up, just under 12 minutes left in the game. Andrzejewski hits the 3 and answers right back.
Yeah, I thought NC State, if they could get a stop there, that might have been their opportunity to pull away, but Duke's saying no.
And NC State will call a timeout. They look to slow it down a little bit. 44-40 to score. NC State leads by 4. 11:42 left in the game, and it looks like NC State started to make some of those adjustments. You see Christian Council there had a great chance to hit Chase Johnson, who is open coming down, and that's a pass that NC State was making in the first half. They haven't made it in the second half, and it's paying off.
Yeah, you're right, and that's what they needed to do. We mentioned it at halftime. They needed to be more smart in transition, and they're executing so far, and if they can continue to execute, I think they're going to have a really good chance to win this ball game. And the roles seem to be reversed a little bit. Duke seems to be the team that seems to be a little bit out of sorts here in this second half.
I think that's partially due to NC State has become more composed, and so they're not making a lot of mistakes. Too many men on the court for Duke. It's a technical foul.
Wow, you don't see that very often.
And it looks like they didn't quite communicate in the huddle well enough.
That's a huge mental error there by Duke.
Jonathan Napper will take the shots for NC State, so it'll be 2 shots and the ball. Actually, no, it won't. NC State will inbound on the sideline, and I'm not sure the referees have this sorted out.
There's a little
That's
confusion.
A technical foul, too many men on the court. It should be 2 shots in the ball. And they're just not sure what to do. And it'll be corrected back to what it was, it looks like, and it'll be 2 shots for NC State. They'll be taken by Napper.
Well, it looks like they're going to talk about it again. Okay. Yeah, they will go with the free throws.
So Jonathan Napper will stand all alone on the NC State offensive end of the court and shoot free throws. And he nails the first one. Napper, including that free throw, 4 points on the night. Make it 5 as he hits both free throws. And Duke just gave NC State 2 free points, and when you're down 4, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, in such a tight game like this, when the lead is just swinging back and forth, any advantage you get like that is really crucial.
Almost stolen away there by Elliott, but taken by Clark, and NC State will turn it over now. One of those lob passes, it's really ill-advised. Now back up the court, Adisa, his pass stolen, and it'll be a charge call. Larry Adisa, though, is down. John Froon. John Froon is the one who drew the charge, and Adisa down, the trainer, will come over to look at him, and he's in quite a bit of pain, it looks like.
Adisa really shaken up after that. He was trying to go down low, trying to draw the foul.
It looks like he'll be all right. The trainer not taking much of a look at him. And he's back up. It looks like he'll stay in the game, although it's not certain. There are a lot of Duke players on the floor right now. It looks like a big substitution for the Blue Devils. They got 6 on the court again. They've got 6 on the court again. They're going to get called again.
Don't seem to notice it yet.
They'll see it. I believe they'll see it. But Duke really needs to pay attention. Okay. Looks like Julian Salazar will come off the court, so they're okay there.
That would have been unprecedented if we would have seen that twice in one game.
John Froon, right wing, goes down low for Clark. He loses it, but now the ball's loose, and it'll be corralled by number 14, Thomas Fitzpatrick, for the Blue Devils. He'll bring it back. He leaves it for Andrzejewski.
That was a big possession by State, wasted. They could have opened it up to an 8-point lead. Instead, Duke with the ball.
Top of the key now, the Blue Devils driving, lit up and in. Number 14, Thomas Fitzpatrick. And he has 5 points.
It's a big 4-point swing there.
NC State leads 46-42, about halfway through this second half. Jonathan Napper, an open three, and it's short. Long rebound comes back down to Reynolds, though. He gives it to Froon, turnaround jumper, and he knocks it down. NC State back up 6, 48-42. Blue Devils quick transition cross, the court pass off the side of the backboard, the three-point attempt from Ruben Moses. Quickly up the court, Napper, and he'll slow it down. He's left open. They'll give it to Reynolds. Graham Reynolds driving off the glass, and it rolls off the rim. Clark comes down with it, turnaround jumper at the elbow, misses, but the rebound put back up and in by Reynolds. Reynolds picks up his first points of the night. Fitzpatrick bringing it across for Duke, stolen by Ellis. Anthony Ellis fouled as he comes back up the court. That'll be on Chris Multhrop, his first of the game.
NC State really controlling the momentum right now, and they're looking to open it up and put this one out of reach. They're just a couple possessions away. They need to score here, come up with another stop, and they're going to be there.
And they'll go to the line. 9 minutes left in this contest. State has extended their lead to 8. And Will Trent, the coach there, talking to his forward, number 40, Nate Edenfield, who's got 3 fouls. He said, you have 3, use the other 2. So he wants Duke to be more physical down low. They're really losing that battle inside. The first free throw from Ellis drops. NC State looking to make it a double-digit lead here, and they will. Ellis hits both free throws.
If Duke hopes to be in this game, they got to score here to keep it in it, and then they're going to have a good defensive stop.
Fitzpatrick driving, swatted away by Clark, and a foul call.
That's a real tough call. I don't know about that one.
And I'm not sure I agree with that call. It came from center court. You have 2 referees that are in closer that can see that better. Nevertheless, Fitzpatrick will go to the line.
That one definitely looked like all ball. Very clean, and to get the referee from midcourt to call it, no less.
And a shot by Fitzpatrick from the line misses. And a sub for Duke. It'll be Julian Salazar coming in for Chris Multhrop. Still a 10-point lead for the Wolfpack. 7:40 left in this game. Fitzpatrick's second free throw off the front iron and immediately grabbed down by John Froome. He gives it up to Reynolds. Right wing, he's going to drive into traffic and he has it stolen away by Salazar.
That's really not needed. You got the 10-point lead. Kick it back out, try and get something better.
Fitzpatrick gives it right wing to Edenfield. Edenfield jump stop and a call of travel. He picked up the ball, took a step, and then made his jump stop, so a good call. And NC State bailed out there, a turnover by the Blue Devils.
Yeah, I mean, we praised this Duke team in the first half for how they were making smart decisions, getting the good shot, and this half we've seen a 6 men on the court. We've seen several turnovers by the Blue Devils, and they're not making their free throws as well.
Pressure by the Blue Devils in the form of Jeremy Schreck on Ellis. Anthony Ellis gives it up to Napper, now to Clark. Clark drives baseline, lays it up and misses. But he grabs his own rebound. Triple team now, he'll be fouled, and that should be 4 on Edenfield. We'll see the call here. And it will be on Edenfield. He's got 4 now. And Coach Trent of the Blue Devils will take a timeout. NC State really starting to get under their skin, but as you said, they've been rushing it a little bit, and now up 10 with just 6.5 minutes left in the game. It's time to slow down a little bit and milk the clock.
Right, yeah, they're continuing to attack. I can see why, you know, it's their first game. They're eager to get in there and show their coach that they want to be in it this season. But you're in control of the lead now. It's time to pull it back a little bit, try and get those better shots, work on your passes, and try and ride this one out now.
Now we're taking a look at the Duke huddle right now. What do you think Coach Trent is telling his players? They need to get back in this game and fast.
They've got to be better on the offensive glass, and especially when they've come down the floor, they're just getting one opportunity down, and that's it. And if they want to score, they're going to have to not come up empty if they're missing anymore. They're going to have to score on every possession because, as you said, the clock is going to keep running.
6:31 remaining in the half. It'll be Spencer Clark at the line. Coach Ben Simmons giving out his orders. So Clark now, he's got 2 points on the night. It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first free throw. Second one now pending. Off the back rim and taken down by Salazar for the Blue Devils. An 11-point lead for NC State, 6.5 minutes left in the game. Jeremy Schreck gives it off to Ruben Moses. Now to Brian McPartland. Back to Moses and again to McPartland. His pass off the knee of Nick Lennox and out of bounds, Duke ball.
Really great defense there by the Wolfpack, really swarming the ball and not letting Duke have any open air.
And that's one of the things that Coach Simmons said before the game, is he wanted his team to have put a lot of pressure on this Duke team. They usually blow them out. It's been closer than usual, I think, for them, but they're starting to stretch it out, and you see the pressure really benefiting. McPartland throws up a shot, sort of a half hook, and it goes in. 53-44 in favor of the Wolfpack. Given to Lennox top of the key, and he misses the three.
That could have been a dagger there.
Here comes Moses, he gets it to Salazar, back top of the key. That shot misses from Jeremy Schreck. Rebound taken down by the Wolfpack, and they bring it back. Donville will slow up. Now McCaskey with it.
This is what they need to do here. This is the right approach. Oh, Council
in, and he misses the layup. A great move. Now he gives it to McCaskey. 3 from the right wing. Drains it. NC State continues to extend their lead. 56-44. Now with it, Schreck right wing for the Blue Devils. Jeremy Schreck, pressured by Council, he'll reset, giving it out to Ruben Moses. Back to Shrek. He's going to drive, kick out for McPartland. The 3-ball off the front iron and taken down by McCaskey for NC State. Council will bring it up. He's pressured by Shrek and he gets across. He has some space. Kick out for Domville, open 3. And that one misses. Loose rebound. Nick Lennox in there for NC State. He comes away with it. What a hustle. Behind the back pass to McCaskey. Off the glass and in. Great play from NC State there. And Michael, they're really looking good.
Yeah, able to convert off the hustle play by Lennox. Able to find the open man and get the layup. Great play.
Now with it, Moses from the free throw line. His shot rims out. McCaskey takes down the rebound immediately to Domville. Up to Council. In he comes. And he misses the layup. Taken down though by Louthan. And he lays it in. NC State now up 16.
Really just opening it up now. They want to keep going full throttle.
No rebound there for the Blue Devils as they're not even down low. Domville receives the full court pass. Across to McCaskey, lays it in. Timeout Duke, and this game is getting away from them fast. NC State 62 and the Blue Devils 44. 3 minutes and 33 seconds remaining, and it really looks like this one's over now.
Yeah, and Duke looks just really fatigued. NC State's they're really having their way in transition, and Duke is getting back down, but they're not recognizing where the ball is when they have gotten down.
So timeout taken by the Blue Devils as they try to slow this run down. NC State really outscoring the Blue Devils thus far. They put up 33 points to a total of 15 for Duke. What does Duke need to do to give themselves a chance in this game, Michael? Because they really are out of it.
I mean, if they want to have a chance to get back into it, which seems unlikely, they're going to have to hit some threes. But at this point, I would say try and just salvage this game and not play to what NC State's doing and trying to be so frantic with the ball. Instead, get a good shot, do what they're doing in the first half.
Elliott gives it to Andrzejewski. Then the Shrek down low to Duke. Cannon Duke off the side of the glass. And the pass too long for Domville, but he does get to it to save it. Double team. They're playing a trap game now, it looks like. And a foul. I believe it will go against Jeremy Shrek.
NC State's not showing any signs of slowing.
And it was good to see them handle that trap there. Great job by Domville to find the open man. And NC State now, it looks like, in the bonus, 1-1. Lennox at the line. He knocks down the first free throw. Two and a half minutes left in this game. Lennox second free throw goes in. It hesitated for a second, but it did go down. And a timeout NC State. They're going to make some subs. Now as this game winds down, we have less than 2.5 minutes left. What do you look to see out of both teams? It's the first game, so you still want to work on things. What do you think NC State's going to work on, Michael?
I mean, I think that they've really turned the intensity up. I like what they're doing on defense, and I'd like to continue to see that on defense and really swarming the ball as they've been doing and playing really physical down low. And they've really owned it inside as well, being able to get the offensive rebounds. Let's see if they continue to have good techniques boxing out as well.
It looks like they'll let off the pressure here a little bit as they've extended their lead to 20.
Yeah, the final score really won't tell the story here. It was close most of the way until now. NC State's just really blown it open.
Adiso with it. He gets it back for Shrek. Now across to Elliott. The 3-ball off the front rim. Tipped back out by Andrzejewski. Shrek hesitates. A deep three. He's not going to take it. He'll give it across to Adiso, who put up a three. Way short. Anthony Ellis will bring it down and up the court. He's pressured by Ellis. Leaves it for Napper. Baseline free. That one off the iron, brought down by Andrzejewski. He'll start to dribble up, but he gives it now. Stolen away by Chase Johnson, a long pass taken down the baseline across and laid up and in by Reynolds. A great play by NC State.
And Duke's just trying to get out of the arena now. They're really tired. You can see the fatigue. But they did make a great play there, but they're really tired and they're not making smart plays. And when they're getting down the floor, they're not really playing great defense.
Cannon Duke with the layup there. Great play by Shrek. He comes in behind Napper. 2-on-1. Over to Adisa. He has it knocked away and out of bounds. Now into the game, Adea Kunyade for Duke. He'll come in for Jeremy Shrek. Adisa gives it to Elliott. The fadeaway misses right into the hands of Adisa. Thrown off of Adisa, but kept in. Now Cannon Duke up off the glass and he misses. Rebound brought down now by Chase Johnson. It was an errant whistle, but play will continue. Laid up and in by Larry Adisa as he finally gets his name on the score sheet. 1 minute left in this one. A long three from Froon off the back iron. Tipped back out, everyone racing for it. Great save by Johnson. He gives it to John Froon, and Napper will slow it down. Just 50 seconds left. NC State an 18-point lead. Napper, top of the key, drives in, running layup. Off the glass, it misses. Rebounded by Adisa, but stolen back by Napper.
State's just out hustling Duke right now.
Right wing, that pass taken by Akunyade from the Blue Devils. He throws it away. That pass intended for Andrzejewski. But this one almost over now. John Froon will inbound to Johnson. He'll take his time crossing the timeline. Now across, hard pressure from Akunyade. Johnson handling it though. 5-second call on Johnson.
That's a tough call. It looked like he made separation from the defender there at the end, and he seemed to call it when he didn't have the defender on him.
20 seconds now remaining. Duke with the ball down 18. Adisa Akunyade, baseline three, way short. Napper with the rebound, and NC State will run the court. Johnson comes in, laid up and in. Duke will inbound. They're going to try and get one last shot. 3 seconds remaining. It looks like they'll just run it out. Buzzer sounds, and NC State will open with a victory. The final score here at Carmichael Gym, NC State 68, the Duke Blue Devils 48. What was the story today?
It was a tale of two halves for sure. NC State, they came out a little sluggish. They weren't able to really take care of the ball very well, and Duke was capitalizing on that, able to get nice shots. But they came out better in the second half. They were playing really great defense, physical play, and they were able to open it up in transition.
Yeah, and that'll do it for tonight's broadcast. I'm Chris Lehman alongside Michael McCaskey, and for the rest of our crew here at Wolfpack Sports Television, we thank you for watching. Again, the final score, NC State 68, Duke 48. You've been watching Wolfpack Sports Television, bringing you into the pack.
Welcome back. I'm Michael McLam here with Wolfpack Sports Television. The final score here inside Carmichael Complex, 68-48 in favor of NC State. I'm joined here by student coach Ben Simmons. Ben, first game of the year. What did you see out of your team today?
I mean, it was pretty good. First half was a little rough. It was a little shaky, but we got it together. One of our main players, Christian Council, 6-year senior, he got us together. So second half, so I kind of relied on him throughout the game.
Yeah, Christian did play very well down the stretch, really having his way inside, able to get to the basket and draw fouls and get to the line as well. Talk about the second half. The first half, it was very close. Duke was staying in there. We weren't really expecting that, but you guys were finally able to blow it open in the second half. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised first half. I really didn't think it'd be that close. But we have 7-8 new players, so I knew it was coming. In the second half, I mean, I just had to do substitutions and knew who was going to play, and then we just blew it up. So just transition was the main thing. Exactly. So. Yeah,
you guys very much did own in transition, and also on the offensive glass. Duke not very able to get off on the offensive glass.
Exactly.
So, again, I'm Mike McLam, joined by Ben Simmons. NC State coming home with the first victory of the year, 68-48 over the Duke Blue Devils. And we're signing off now. This is Wolfpack Sports Television, bringing you into the pack.